What do you desire? What makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? Let's suppose, I do this often in vocational guidance of students. They come to me and say, well, we're getting out of college and we haven't the faintest idea what we want to do. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Or another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I say, do you want to teach in a riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid. Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way. And after all, if you do really like what you're doing, it doesn't matter what it is, you can eventually you could eventually become a master of it. The only way to become a master of something is to be really with it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. So don't worry too much. Somebody's interested in everything. And anything you can be interested in, you'll find others along. But it's absolutely stupid to spend your time doing things you don't like in order to go on spending things you don't like and doing things you don't like, and to teach your children to follow in the same track. See, what we're doing is we're bringing up children and educating them to live the same sort of lives we're living, in order that they may justify themselves and find satisfaction in life by bringing up their children, to bring up their children to do the same thing, so it's all wretch and no vomit. It never gets there. And so, therefore, it's so important to consider this question, what do I desire? I don't know what I want. Well, when you don't know what you want, you've reached...
Purpose is greater than pleasure. I feel great under pressure. I could do it alone, but we do it better together. That's how I treat my endeavors. I always needed to learn, but never needed a lecture. In case you need a refresher, I've been on the east side. Keep trying, riding with my Mona Lisa. You see why mine spin like ballerinas. Thrift shop, got a feeling like a freestyle. Meanwhile, I've been on the go. How could they not know? I spent 600,000 minutes on it. I've been through the gauntlet. I felt unloved and unimportant. An array, an assortment of feelings. I've had people break my heart and then deny their involvement. I've had days for the longest and nights the darkest. I've had grace tell me that I'm the rawest. I've had verses feel like the middle of August. I've been in rooms filled with greatness and you just try to absorb it. I know people who truly believe being fake is important, but what they chasing is morbid. I get it, your place is enormous. Flex if you wish. I wish I could get a paid endorsement to bless you with this. You steady trying to break you a portion for setting up tricks. You would've gotten away with it too, but those meddling kids. I've been on the east side. Keep trying, riding with my Mona Lisa. You see why mine spin like ballerinas. Thrift shop, got a feeling like a freestyle. Meanwhile, I've been on the go.
Hello, hello. How you guys doing? Happy Friday. We had a little bit of drop in the market last night. Nothing that knocked us out of any trades. Unfortunately, I was asleep by the time I woke up. We already got the bounce on Ethereum. So I did miss out on that unless we go back down, make a double bottom, if we choose to do so. Because it's not confirmed that's going to blast off to the upside just yet. But we're getting there. I'll kind of go over why and what we could see. This is going to be the fourth wave of the micro subset, but we are still in the third wave of the medium subset and also in the third wave of the larger subset, I believe. So we'll go ahead and talk about that, some of the targets, and then, yeah, just kind of chillax because it's a Friday, guys. It's a Friday, and we don't have a whole lot to talk about. Let's go ahead and boom. How you doing? What's going on, guys? Let's go ahead and talk about it. So hopefully a lot of you guys did not FOMO into longs. I was telling everybody on yesterday's live stream that yes, we should see some sort of extension. We saw it and then we dropped. So if you got overzealous in this region that was a technical top, that is your mistake. Not the market, not manipulation. There's no big big guys in chairs that are plotting against you. That's your fault. But hopefully through mistakes come lessons, and lessons come more wins. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Before we do that, let's go ahead and say hello to you guys because it's Friday. Peppa, how you doing? Yo, Frank, Kite Bud, hello. Market Maker, oh my gosh, Market Maker. We got one in here. My man, what's going on, buddy? Joe, Galactic DNA. Hey, bro, thanks for tuning me on to Lucidius after yesterday's. Oh, dude, I love that man. He's so good. Really underground as of right now, but I have a feeling he's going to pop off pretty soon. Great to Boss Andrew, what's going on? Josh V. Cali Kid, yo, what's going on, man? PSP, let's go. John E, how you doing, man? Dude, I just ate my meal just a little bit ago, so I got a little bit more energy coming in my body. And unfortunately, it's not unfortunate because I guess it works out. I am trying to lose weight, but they delivered me Coke Zero instead of Coke. How could they do this to me? You pay for one thing, you get another one. Let's see. Mike 09, how you doing, buddy? New Order, how you doing, man? James, what's up, James? How you doing? Tony, hola, Kite. Hola. How you doing? Híjole. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the bullish and bearish divergences that we got working for us at the moment. Like I said, when it comes to these smaller time frames, we have a wave 1 into a wave 2 into a wave 3 and into a wave, I guess you could call this the 4th as well. It's all dependent on what you want to see because we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5, but we also have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we're going to go ahead and start off with the larger time frames real quick. Let's go out to the 1 hour because that's where I can comfortably see it. Like I said, time frames don't matter. It's about what you see, not the time frame. So we have a ABC that confirms a 1 and a 2. We have an ABC. That's our third. So right now, we are at the top. 2,500 was the top. That's kind of what we saw yesterday. I said we could go a little bit past that. I was probably expecting somewhere around 2,650 to 2,700. But, I love it when the Fibonacci's work out pretty much to the T. Now, in terms of where we're going, we definitely could see further down. But at the moment, we do have some bullish divergence to be aware of. So this is definitely going to be a 1 and a 2 and a 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, whether or not we go all the way down to 2,100 is the question, because we only have 2 local lows to catch support off of. We have one at 2,300 and one at 2,100, and the other one would just be the retest of the top of the one. So if we do happen to find support off of here, that's not a sin. It can happen. And then after that, we would go ahead and take the top and bottom of the 3 right here. and that would give us a target of 3,460. So if you guys are in the Telegram group and I have charted my Elliott waves and we are at the bottom of the 4, and I'm saying that's a longing region, and I have the projected target of the 5 on screen, you don't quite have to ask me what my target is. It's there. All right. So now, the target's going to be 3,460, but you guys hear me say all the time, take your profit before the target, because if you can see it, a lot of other people can too, and you want to be ahead of the game. So probably somewhere around 3,300 to 3,200 is going to be where I take profit. Right around that region. All right, now the only question is can I get a entry? I do not have an entry right now on. Oh, I was thinking there was something wrong with the stream. I don't have an entry on Ethereum at the moment. Our trade on Bitcoin has gone from $1,000 profit all the way back down to 485. It's still sitting pretty. And we have also confirmed an ABC once we get over to Bitcoin. And we are currently back above the A, which is good to see. That means as long as we stay above it, technically the move is over. We can see some continuation. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Now, if we take the top and bottom of the 3, you can see that the 0.618 is at 2,100. So that is the likely area to see tested, just for upfront confirmation. But when we are traders, we have to kind of take it in order of succession. And what that means is if this local low is the first place of reversal, we have to treat it as such. Like I said, you're not concerned about where price action will go in terms of where it will test. Your job is to identify places of reversal and play them as such. You don't know which one is going to be the one that's the final bottom before you see that next move to the upside, but you know that one of them should be. That's what I'm talking about. If you understand risk-reward ratio, you don't have to get the right answer exactly every single time. You just have to play the odds. And if we have 2 layers here, let's say we take this trade and we lose this one. Let's say we take this trade and we lose that one and goes down and tests here, but then it gets back above 2,100 and we take that one. That's 1 out of 3 with probably somewhere around a 10 risk-reward ratio. That, if you're risking 2.5%, that's like 15% profit added to your portfolio right there. All right. Now, minus the other 5%, probably around 10%, but still pretty good in my eyes. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bullish divergences. Let's go down to a 15-minute for that one. So you can see right here, we have an uptrend. It's calling me. We have an uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. So now that puts this local low at 2,299 as our local low to find divergences off of. And you can see we went down and we retested it. But just like I show you guys all the time, as soon as we put in a lower low on price action, or not a lower low on price action, but when it comes to bullish divergences in those reversals, as soon as we put in a lower low on RSI, that's when you need to start looking for entry. Now, your entry can be determined off of a bunch of different things. Now, when it comes to continuation divergences, I either need to see one of 2 things. I need to see a reversal divergence off of the actual trend itself, which would be this singular trend here, or I need to see it test that layer that the divergence is coming off of, or the RSI needs to get back above this level, because once it's back above that level, it's free to kind of lift off from that point. So right now, I can't go long until either one, the RSI gets back above 54, or we go back down to the $2,300 level. From there, I can take a long and hold on to it. It's probably going to look something similar to this. Probably somewhere around maybe like a 2% to 1.5% stop loss. Now, if we can get a little bit closer entry, yeah, probably somewhere around like 1.5, 2%. And then if the target is 3,300, or let's say just somewhere in the middle, that is a 21 risk-reward ratio. If you're risking 2.5%, you're going to walk away with pretty much around 50% profit to your portfolio if that trade hits immediately. Like I said, chances of that, it could, it couldn't. but that is the layer that I'm looking to long off of if we ever get back down there. Because right now we can see that we have an A and we are forming a B, and then it's going to come down and form a C. Now, if Bitcoin works out what it's got to work out first, then we probably could see an ABC flat correction. And then after that, if that doesn't work out, then we probably will go see 2,100 here shortly. I got a little bit of a stuffy nose, but I don't think I'm getting sick. I think it's just allergies because summer's starting to come in. I have my window open now more than I usually do. And had to run out on the grass and grab fish today. So I got the sniffles. I should probably blow my nose, but I don't want to do that on camera. It's a little bit disgusting. But that's what we got for ETH. Hopefully that was well explained. I explained the positions I'm looking to get into, so no questions. All right, please. Well, no, you can ask questions anytime. But if it's a question that I have already fully answered, that's on your due diligence on why you don't know the answer. Even down here, that would still become a 22, even if you had a higher stop loss. But if you had the same exact stop loss, it would become 27, 28, somewhere around there. So those are the two positions I'm looking at for Ethereum in the future, if this happens to turn into an AB extended C or ABC flat. And I'm fairly confident that's the top of the market. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be surprised if we see an extension. Obviously FOMO, hype, all that good stuff's going to come into play once we get to those psychological numbers and they're broken. So we could see much, much further on the fifth wave than we're supposed to see. But we just work with what we're given. Take hedge positions, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and go over to BTC. This is kind of what I have charted out for BTC. So we have a 1, 2, we're in the third wave right now. Third wave on the micro subset is looking for around 69,000. I believe the macro is looking for, let's go to the macro first. The macro is looking for 67,000, I believe. Actually, no. Macro is looking for 77,000. And then the micro is looking for 67,000. There we go. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but this is actually an ABC. All right, so the inner waves are going to be ABCs, but the full wave set is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I gotta do the projections first. Okay, there we go. Move it over a little bit. We got 3, probably a 4 down there. Let's go ahead and check that. A little bit lower. 65, and then $101,000. So we got a little bit of ways to go. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And because of where BTC is at, we have a couple different scenarios. One, we're going to see much farther than 3,300 on ETH in order to kind of match what Bitcoin is doing, or just kind of go sideways. Or the $100,000 target is not going to get hit. And we might end up with the bull market ending somewhere around 77,000. Which that's going to take a lot of people by surprise because, one, obviously hype and hopium, but as well as that, all the people that are looking at technical indicators such as stock to flow are at least expecting 100 grand. So I'm just thinking through ideas. Don't get mad at me if I say it's not going to hit 100 grand and then it hits 100 grand. I'm just thinking about different possibilities. That's all we're doing. And that's what you need to do. All right. This is not a hopium channel. We're here to make money. And you got to think about all the different things that can happen so that you can prepare. Luck is preparation meets opportunity. All right. So when it comes to that, if you're not preparing for all scenarios and just one, you're going to lose. And you're going to lose a lot. Go ahead and check out our old buddy EOS. From the day we bought it, we are now up, let's see, 141% at its peak in the last 21 days. Like I said, we should be getting close to a top here soon. All right, we're looking for about $10.94 as a technical top, but I would start cashing out your positions anywhere from around $10 to $9. So we are about to be pressing into that region. You know, obviously not financial advice, just a 21-year-old kid. This is what I'm doing, and obviously if I don't say what I'm doing, people get mad. But that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be cashing out my positions around there and waiting for a pullback. And if we don't get one, so be it. I made a good amount of money on this little run right here, and if it keeps going, I'm okay with that. Fear of missing out doesn't exist when you plan on missing out. But after we hit that top, if we pull back to $7.10, I would probably DCA around there, or $5.65. I'd probably DCA around there. And then let it go. Let it go. Let it go. ADA, it's doing a little bit more than we thought. So right now, I do believe... All right, we do have a bullish divergence at the moment. We're currently holding higher lows. We put in a lower low and a lower low on the RSI, but that's really not an issue. What you want to look for is if we currently have the same low or lower low on RSI, but we're putting in a higher low at the current moment. So we have that bullish divergence now active. So we could see continuation off $1.35, or we could see continuation down to $1.26 before any more lift off to the upside. Like I said, when it comes to short-term targets for Mr. Cardano, I probably would be expecting somewhere around $2.39 to $2.14. So we'll go ahead and highlight that region right now. Somewhere around there. And let's check out LTC. Someone messaged me about LTC this morning, I think, saying that they were taking some of their profits, which is good. That's good. So we have an ABC flat. That now gives us a target of 406 in the long term. But when it came to the short term target, right, before we get some sort of major pullback, that is the correct time to play. So if you're messaging me about, you know, LTC and you took your profit at the right time, you're probably messaging me because it's getting a little bit of an extension and you have a fear of missing out. If you took your profits right here after buying in at this local low, you should not be mad at yourself at all. Absolutely not. All right. And if you bought during the middle of the uptrend or towards the top, you bought at the wrong time, but you cashed out at the right time. Reward yourself. Don't feel bad. Even if it just continues on up to 406, once we get to around the 406 region, we should have a pullback. And then you can wait for the pullback, wait for the retest of a local low within this uptrend, and you can get in again. And hopefully there'll be one more run for you. That's all you can hope for. If you miss the entry, wait for the next one. Don't FOMO. It's not going to help you guys. It's not. There will be times where FOMO works. But when that happens, that is only re-solidifying the fact that you should FOMO more. And then you're going to keep doing it because you go, it worked this one time, it should work again. And you do it again and again and again and again. You keep getting burnt, but you're not learning your lesson. And then one more XRP. We'll check out XRP because XRP is doing pretty well now that they got out of that little lawsuit situation. And I believe, yep, we pretty much hit the target dead on the nail. We talked about this the other day. We charted out the top and bottom of this ABC. I think my mouse just died. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So we charted out this ABC right here. A, B, C, A, B, C. And then that makes a 1 and a 2. So we can go ahead and take the top and bottom. And then we charted out the 1.618 at $1.87. It got a little bit higher at $1.96, but you can see we're already having that pullback. Now, when it comes to XRP, the next couple of places to look for is going to be a bounce off of $1.30, or it could even come all the way back down to 85 cents. Those are the two levels that I would be looking at to pick up XRP if I was. All right. So when it comes to the actual wave set, this is our third wave. So we can go ahead and take a 1, a 2, a 3, either a 4 or a 4. We'll go ahead and call that the 4 for right now. And that would give us a projection of roughly around $5.73 for the top of the fifth wave. So like I said, it could come all the way back down to here, or it could just get up to here. Let's go ahead and see. Right now, we don't have any bullish divergence on the higher time frames when it comes to what we do on the smaller time frames, the 1 hour. You can say we have a bullish divergence currently active off of the 85-cent local low right here. And we also have one off of the $1.30 local low. You can see we're putting in lower lows on the RSI than those two levels, but we are currently above on price action. So we have bullish divergence cooking. More than likely, once we get down to the 51 level, that's probably when we're going to see some sort of real bounce. Maybe come up and form a double top to go back down to 85 cents if that's going to be a possibility. But this would be a good either longing region or spot region. When it comes to these volatile altcoins, especially when you can dump this much in just a, couple hours or, 2 days, 27%, I think it would be a lot better to buy on spot, but that's up to you, not up to me. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is the trade that I'm sitting in right now. I'm long off of Bitcoin at 59,987. And there is a chance for me to get stopped out just, ahead of time. So that is kind of sitting around this local low right here, which is of primary importance. So pretty much it's going to go back down and retest either this level or this level. But like I said, right now we have an ABC to the downside. A very, very confirmed one as well. You can see it very vividly. And then as long as we are above the A, that is a good sign for longs. So I did post on my Telegram that if you can catch a long in this region with your stop loss below 61.2, then you should be fine. But like I said, nothing is a pure certainty. That's just a safe trade from an Elliott Wave standpoint. But it could still go back down and retest 59,361, which would stop me out. But I would just, if we did hold that region, I would probably just re-enter long, being honest with you. And I did take a short trade off of Ethereum last night. These types of trades I can't really post in real time because they happen very quickly. And I forgot what time it was at. I was on the 30-second chart. I believe it was this right here. I believe it was this trade right here. All right, so you can see right here, we put in a slightly higher high on the on price action. And we put in a significantly lower high on RSI. You can see that right here. So we have a slightly higher or same high, whichever which you want to look at it from. We were in the region of a technical top on an Elliott Wave. All right, so don't get me mad at me that I didn't show you the trade in real time, but I want to explain my thought process so that way you guys can do it on your own. The whole point of this YouTube channel, this Telegram group, is so that I can teach you, and it's not so that you can copy the trades. So whether I post it before, if I can, or whether I talk about it after, that's what it's here for. That way you guys can look at your charts and make educated decisions and make money without me. All right. I'm not the GOAT. I am not the guru. All right. I am simply somebody that has learned enough that I can pass on a little bit of information so that I can make your job a little bit easier, because it took me a gosh damn long time to learn how to do this. But that is the reasoning why I entered the trade. And you might go, well, Austin, that's off the 30-second chart. That's way too low of a time frame. Well, here's the thing. When you have parabolic run-ups, like we did on Ethereum, the only time you'll be able to find these types of divergences is off of the 30-second chart. And when you take the 125 RSI, you are amplifying your RSI by over 10 times. So essentially, when I'm looking at the 30-second, I'm essentially looking at the 12-minute. All right. So I'm sitting pretty when it comes to those divergences. And then I just kind of held it. I only held it to this last local low right here. I'm not still holding it. It was simply a very, very short time frame scalp. I think I made $142. So, it kind of covers my losses if we do happen to get stopped out on Bitcoin. Just a small little profit. So, obviously, if I would have held it, that would have been a good amount of profit, to be honest. That would have probably been around $500 to $900 profit already. But hey, I can only bank what I trust in. And like I said, I did think that we were going to get a little bit of an extension on Ethereum. Yeah, you guys can always see RSI 125 close, MACD 2452 close. All right, it says the settings right here. All right. I don't mind explaining like why I use those settings, but come on, guys, if it's right in front of your face. But I get it. Don't worry. I'm not making fun of you. But we do have some nice bullish divergence, so there is a chance that we do go ahead and find an ABC flat correction. Like I said, I'll be looking to pick up a long anywhere in this region right here with my stop loss below 2,307. That is the safe trade. If you choose to be a little bit more risky, that is up to you. Sometimes I am a little bit more risky, but that's because I know the possibilities. So nowadays, you don't even have to message me. I love when people message me, but if you join the Patreon, inside of the Patreon posts, all right, there is the links to, the charts only channel, my only channel, and the general chat and discussion. Why am I not moving my stop loss into the green? Because I don't want to get stopped out. All right. The way that I set up my trades, with this right here, there is no reason to move up my stop loss. Because the local low that I would have moved my stop loss under has already been broken. I would have already been stopped out. I'd rather lose a tiny bit, $152, which I've already made $140 profit, which if I lose, I would only be, net negative $10 across those two trades. And I could simply take the long again. Naman, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, we should long-term be going to $400 on LTC, but the problem is, where's your stop loss? Where's your entry? Because the closest local low is at 267. We could always fall back onto that. But if you're sitting in a good position, we should see 406. So I would say, take your profit beforehand. That's all I can really say. So I agree with you, Tyler Edwards. I really do. And I do have hold positions. But can you really shame me for trading? I can shame people that are gambling, but I'm not gambling. I'm playing price action the way I'm supposed to play price action. Very rarely do I ever make a major mistake and I lose a lot. So I'm not giving liquidity to the short sellers. So that's the thing. If you're not willing to amplify your profits, then you just have to work a day job for the rest of your life. or hope to get rich off of some altcoin. Using the catalyst that crypto is, I have made a life for myself that I possibly never could have. But I do hold. But you don't buy and hold at this region. We are at the top of the market almost. Saying to buy and hold right now is such an idiotic statement, it's not even funny. Now, there is places to buy and hold. The next time that we go back down and test either 45 or 31,000 on Bitcoin, that is when you pick up hold positions, but not now. You don't see any major institutions buying right now. And if they do release a press statement that they have bought, it was not right now. It was at 45 or, between 31 and 45, because that is the bottom of the next bear market. No, ETH is not a hard hold. All right, it's a hold. Everything's a hold. All right, we're in the .com bubble type of shit. But if you don't think this is gonna pop one day, and I don't mean like it's all a Ponzi scheme, it's gonna pop to zero, but there is going to be a major retest coming up here in the future. All right, so like I said, there is technical levels that you need to understand in order to know where to buy and hold. It's not just buy, hold. You have to be educated about where you're doing it if you want to make real money. So like right now, the major buy and hold position for Ethereum is either a retest of 1280, a retest of 1546, or even a retest of 905. All three of these levels are levels to watch out for the bear market. So I don't believe we'll see past 4K on ETH. Now, like I said, if there is a lot of FOMO, we definitely could, but the technical levels are all calling anywhere between 3,000 to 3,800, and I trust those. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you can say, okay, if I put in $100,000 at the peak, but still hold, I'm still going to walk away with a good amount of money. But why not take advantage of the bottoms? Why are you aiming to buy at the peak? Especially $100,000. That's a lot of money. You don't want to waste that on a peak because, one, what if something in your life happens and you need that? What if, an unexpected medical emergency, or a family member needs help? You don't want 100K locked up and 80% of it is gone because we're in a bear market. So buy at the bottom, so that way you always have some sort of security. Yeah, right now we are in the 16th of the month, so we're already halfway through the month. So the Patreon's set up where when you buy it, all right, you get immediate access there, so therefore I have to charge you. But then it's going to charge you on the first of the month, so that way I get a consistent payment on the first of the month. So if you don't feel like getting double charged for only 15 days, just wait until the 1st or 2nd of next month. And the reason why I had that set up was for two reasons. One, I used to offer one-on-ones, and it was a lifetime payment. So it's just charge you as soon as you sign up and then you cancel it. But as well as that, I would have people that would sign up and then take advantage of it and then just cancel right before. And because I'm a one-man team and I don't have any bots in my stuff, I have to manually regulate who's paying and who's not. Now, like a lot of people, I'll get like, if you sign up and you cancel, I'll give you like 1 or 2 months to re-sign up, because I know that the trades I'm doing should at least make you $50 profit per month. So, maybe some people just need to play catch up. Catch up, no mustard. Can I look at Monero? Of course I can look at Monero. Oh, this is the market cap. Let me go to... So Monero has a very, very bright future, in my opinion. But I do think we're going to get to the halfway point and then stop. So we have a starter wave, ABC. That gives us a target of 5,316. But I do feel like the top of the bull market is either going to be at the, somewhere past the all-time high. But that is the target. Like I said, Monero is so close to Bitcoin in so many ways. The only other thing is that it's private. It has a very, very similar circulation supply. As well as that, it got a very, very similar start. And unfortunately, the media is not making the same mistake, which they didn't know it was a mistake until it was too late. So back when Bitcoin first started, obviously it was used for a lot of illegal activities at first. But because the media was putting it in front of people's faces all the time, people researched it and found out that it was a good idea. So they're not putting Monero in front of people's faces, but I guarantee there's going to be a day where this pops off. You can follow me at Jojo X Austin on Spotify if you want to. Um, I really don't put a whole lot of my songs into playlists. I used to, like a very, very long time ago, but nowadays, like I just go on these kicks where like I listen to like 3 or 4 artists and I'll just search them and then play them and then vice versa to the other guys. You can kind of see Elliott Wave for Doge, but there's so much hype behind it, it's overextending where it should not be. Doge is not a high price right now because it's a good coin. It's a high price right now because someone out there is hyping the shit out of it so that they can short the hell out of it when the bear market comes. Because don't be surprised if Doge falls 98% during the bear market. It is going to be one of the most massive short plays in the crypto market. I give my entries in the Telegram group, but not signals. I'm saying this is where I'm entering. These are the regions, and here's the reason. Not buy long here. All right. Big difference. Thank you. It's my my Kill Bill hoodie, because a nickname for me would be Billy or Bill. Okay, could you please explain what you do with your position if the long takes too long? Time doesn't matter. Time does not matter. Now, if you're holding a long position for months on end, that's when it matters. But all of these little short-term, 1 week, 2 week holds, your funding's not going to be an issue. All right, it's only when you're holding months on end that funding can be an issue. But to add time is a big problem because time adds emotion. Time doesn't exist. All right. These levels are going to get tested at some point. That's all you need to know. And if you're holding short, you really don't have to worry about time when it comes to funding because most of the time funding is in the favor of shorts. I wouldn't say my professional opinion. I'm not a professional. I'm a kid on the internet. Like I said, Doge, it's tough, man. All I know is that if you want to be one of the hype kids that says that Doge is going to $1, you better hope $7 trillion comes out of nowhere. Because Doge needs $10 trillion to be worth 77 cents. 77 cents in order for Doge to be worth $10 trillion for Doge to be worth 77 cents. So I'm surprised it's gotten as far as it did, but I'm just because it's going up 500, 300% in a day, I'm still not going to touch it because it's not a guarantee. The more money that's in a market, the better I have a chance of taking my money out of my pocket and putting it in the market. Funding's not an issue, especially if the profits are good enough. Like right now, I'm in a $600 trade at 32x leverage. I've been holding it for a couple days now. I've only been paying $10 a day. Now, if this trade takes 60 days, of course, that's $600, but I doubt it will. And the profit is 2018. So if this trade takes 30 days, all right, I lose $300 profit out of 2000. But I'm still making $1,700. If you're worried about the other $300, that's greed. That's your problem. Funding's not the issue. Greed is your issue. Because you have to understand what you're doing here. You're using leverage, which you have to pay funding fees, market fees, in and out for. But what that allows you to do is not owe a percentage of the borrowed money. When you're trading margin on Robinhood and you lose $100,000 of buying power, but you only put in 20 grand, you could owe an additional 20 grand because you are borrowing money. But because you are paying fees and everybody else is paying fees, you are subjugated from that. Well, I don't know if that's the right word, but you are excluded from that whole parameter. So you have to look at the positives that funding comes along with, especially if you know how to use funding to your advantage. Because if you're in shorts and you're supplying the borrowed shares for the long traders, you get paid funding. So funding's not the issue. I'll do the math for you on screen. Because I was telling somebody the other day, if you see a large disparity at what price is supposed to be at and what price is at, it's simply because there's too much money coming into the market too fast and someone's not selling. That means there's somebody out there with a lot of Doge and they're going to dump it on your foreheads. All right, let's see. 129, 210, 007, 256 divided by $40 billion. Did I put an extra number somewhere? Let's see. So I forgot where. I know the numbers I had before were correct. So I think there's something going wrong with this whole thingy. But this is showing for about 29.5 cents. So we are a little bit extended when it comes to market cap. But it should be falling soon. And I wouldn't be surprised if that lines up with a local low. You guys got me looking at Doge. I hate this career. Dogecoin. Mother flipping Dogecoin. Crypto. Bing Bong? Oh my gosh. Stay away from that exchange. By all means. If there is an exchange called Bing Bong. Oh my goodness. All right, so we did have this charted out. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes out to a 1.6, went in at around 48 cents. So you can see we got all the way up to 43.9 cents. Let's go down to a smaller time frame, the 5-minute. And 2.9 lines up with that local low right there. When it comes to Doge, if you guys want to know, we can either find support off of 29 cents or we could find support off of 21 cents. My advice, get the hell out of that market if you made money. Because trust me when I say this, Doge is used for shorting. I think Doge is the perfect catalyst to get people interested in actual cryptocurrency. But to think that it's going to be nothing more, be something more than that, I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. You're right. You're right. I am. Well, no, I usually do the circulating supply divided by market cap, but I don't believe this is correct here. Will I ever go to Fimex to short Doge? Fimex reached out to me and tried to get me to switch over to their platform, but I didn't like how they did it. The only thing that I can say about Fimex that is interesting to me is that you can pay a monthly subscription to avoid fees, which if you're trading above a certain amount can actually be in your favor. Funding is based on how many people are trading / borrowing money from the market. So if more people are trading, long on Ethereum, funding rate's going to be significantly high. Now, usually when the funding rate gets back down to around, below 0.05, that's usually when we can go on a run. But right now you can see at the moment it's 0.31, but the predicted for the next round is 0.04, which is what you want to see as we get closer and closer. Oh, well, that's BTC. Let's go to ETH real quick. ETH is at 0.1. Predicted next time is 0.08. That tells me that ETH could see a little bit of extension to the downside. Bitcoin is doing a little bit better in terms of funding. You think there's a bigger correction coming? Of course. I think the end of the bull market's coming. If that's not a correction, I don't know what is. It's like I've plotted this many, many times. But we have, let's go to ETH, for example. ETH has a 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here, 1. Oh, I'm not on Elliott Wave. I'm on trend lines. Got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Now, if we go ahead and take this trend line, take it to the top of that. Whenever we touch this line next, that's when we die. Yeah, probably somewhere around like 3,300 if we continue to move up in this kind of parabolic fashion. Now, if we can extend sideways for a little bit, that should give us a higher price point, though. Like I said, at the beginning of every single live stream, all of the TA right up front. All right, we went over Ethereum, Bitcoin, EOS, ADA, LTC, and XRP. So if you missed it, you just got to click back a little bit. Yeah, but we just broke into an uptrend. So the bearish divergences that we've seen play out so far off the 12-hour and daily chart when it comes to BTC have been used for the pullbacks within the bull market. But once we break this trend and start a smaller uptrend, which we already have, right? This is now going to go downtrend to uptrend, and then whatever local high we put in, that's going to be the bearish divergence that sets off the bear market. What's the best book on Elliott Wave? Harmonic Elliott Wave, A Case for Modification of R. and Elliott's Impulse Wave Structure. You can get it off of Binance. I don't think you can get it off the US version of Binance, but you can get it off the Chinese version of Binance. How did I draw that orange trend line on Ethereum? I simply connected local low to local high. So you have these two local lows right here, and I just connected it to the local high of this trend. You can see that still kind of lines up correctly though. So we had an uptrend broken, uptrend retest, major retest. Well, I mean, it depends on how long this takes to work itself out. Like I said, I do think that the bear market is going to start earlier this year. The reason being is because coronavirus put us down to the prices we need to retest before we did. So if it wasn't for coronavirus and this massive drop, this would have been a much more elongated, probably around 60 days to 90 days of downwards price action. But because of coronavirus, we retested this level a lot sooner than we should have. These two levels right here. So instead of the bull market where it usually ends, which is December, somewhere around there, we're probably going to end much, much sooner than that. There is no exact date, all right? It's all about price levels. It's just coincidentally in the past, all of the price levels have been hit in a certain time frame, which led up to a similar bear market start date, bull market end date. When we go into the bear market, I mostly put most of my assets in USDT. And then, why can't I get this open? And then I buy the bull market bottoms or the bull market local lows on the way down. I DCA spot those. And that way I can hold it for 3-4 years and get long-term capital gains. Okay, there we go. Hi. Once we're back above this level on RSI and we confirm support off of it, that's when we should see the run up on Bitcoin if it's going to continue. I never skip arm day. And when it comes to opening bottles, I have the best strength in the game. My max is 200 right now, but in the future it'll be 250. So I could do 250 back when I was consistently doing those little hand grips. You can't make them touch. You're a wuss. One of my like ultimate goals is like when I can just go sit in the wild and be like alone with myself. Is I want to get these and I want to build up to a Captains of a Crush 4. There's only 7 people in the world that can close a 4. So I think it's around like 300 something pounds, 390 pounds. Could be even past 400. Do I have any beginning tips? Read Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Meditate. Take a large amount of shrooms at least once. And just practice. I always lose people when I say the shrooms part. It could be LSD if you wanted to. But the reason why I say that is because you need to learn that there is a proper distance between you and what you are using to think. Because what is thinking is not you. When it comes to trading, you need to make accurate decisions, and a lot of the times, the inaccurate decisions comes from that little rattling piece of jello inside your skull. I really don't care about Doge. I really don't care about Doge. Like I said, we talked about this just yesterday. All right. The 1.618 for EOS is at $10.94. So I'm going to be taking my profits between $10.40 and $9. And then waiting for a pullback. And if it never comes, so be it. I made tons of money off the past 21 days. Well, the reason why I'm using 32x leverage is because I set it up that way. All right. It's as simple as that. It's not that I'm gambling with 32x leverage. I'm using the same amount of risk. I'm only going to use 2.5% of my risk at this level the account is. All right. So whether I'm using a 2% stop loss, which gives me around 11 to 13x leverage, or 0.5% stop loss, which gives me around 30 to 40x leverage, it is the same amount of money lost. But so much more gain. Like if I hold this until the absolute top of the market, just this single trade right here, I would walk away with roughly around $12,400. But if I can segment it into about 3 trades, I should be able to make around 20,000 to 30,000, depending on what happens. Also, a really good book if you guys want to pick it up. If you guys have Audible, if you guys like audiobooks, is Mind Hacking Happiness Part 2. Volume 2, my bad. Get this book right here. Get this book right here. That's all I'm saying. We got a bearish divergence right now off of EOS. You guys want to enter a live trade on EOS and see if it works out? Just for funsies? Let's do it. We got to catch it quick. Let's line it up. All right. Restore calculator. Oh, I had to transfer. Wait, do I have anything in EOS? Okay, we got to transfer at least 650 in EOS real quick. Do 700. Was 7. Oh, not by long. Sell short. Go, and then the take profit's probably gonna be somewhere around 730. Reason why I did that, we have, let's go and line this up. Let's go to the 2-minute. Actually, let's go to, yeah, we can keep it on the 5-minute. We got a higher high on price action. We got a lower high on RSI, and we are currently back below the local high where the divergence is started from. Slash Kun. Why does your name do that? You're the only one with that name that does that. Oh, you do photography stuff. Yo, your pictures are crazy.
Like et abonne-toi à la chaîne YouTube. T'entends? Il suit l'homme pendant...
Oh no. I just figured from your thumbnails you did photography stuff. That's pretty cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now, this could be turning into a bull flag, and we do see the extension, but just because of that divergence, I want to take that trade. And then you always target the last local low. Please say sober in Q mode. I'm do drunk. I'm do drunk. And that can be our little short hedge trade. Just in case. Just in case this turns into an AB, continues. Yeah, if are your videos in French? Cause I tried learning how to speak French for a very long time. The only thing I can do is the only thing I can do is I think I can say it. How to get pee-pee. Well, I could just say how to get anything. I think it's like comment je faire. I think that's how you say how do you get. Comment je faire homage. How do you get food? Where do I get food? I don't know. I'm a dumb American. Where can we get in touch with you? You can get in touch with me through my Discord. So I'm a kid, and I haven't made like an official business email yet, but in the description, it's Kite #2136. That's my Discord. And then I think if it doesn't work, try just capital K, lowercase ite. I know El Mange. That's all I know. I don't even know if it's El Mange. I just remember when I was a kid, I pirated Rosetta Stone. I got through a couple lessons, but it was so long ago, I don't remember any of it. I do think we'll see 2K ETH again. So there's actually a risk reward calculator tutorial on my channel. If you go to my channel, and I should probably put this as like my main video because it's one of the best in my opinion. But if you go down, you'll see this one right here. It looks very similar to all the other thumbnails, but it's best tool for leverage traders, how to use the risk reward calculator. And I just go over
now
some examples and how to set up the calculator and how to use it properly and different ways to set it up, because you can set it up a couple different ways and get different leverages using different margin, but it's the same risk. That's where I can take fishy. No. That's where I can take like a trade and make a 32x, trade. But to me, it's not going to hurt me. But if someone else takes what they typically use and put 32x on it, they're going to lose a substantial amount more. Baguette. Comment je faire baguette? No, it wasn't even how many years learning French. It was just maybe like a month on Rosetta Stone. They make you learn so many weird things. Like I don't remember, but they had me learn how to like what a pool is. But I get the reasoning. It's like what does a baby first learn to say? Bottle, dad, mom. But I didn't stick with it. We already took a look at ADA. Come on, guys. All right, we have an ABC right here. That's a good sign. Okay. So now what we have is a 1, 2, ABC flat into a 3. We're looking for about $2.37. We're currently finding support off of this last local low. And if we do continue, we should see $1.26. These are the two regions for reversal. If we want to, we could still even go back down to $1.15. That's been a pretty consistent region. I've heard of Charles Hoskins, but I have not read anything about him. So up here on the top right, in order to separate the screens, you just have to select the 3-chart layout setup. And then it's going to pop up 3 identical charts, and you just add your indicators and then double click. If my baby came out the womb saying ADA, I'd have to give it back. I got nothing against ADA. I really don't. How do you research fundamentals? Oh man, I have no clue. Back when I was learning, I was just watching people that knew more than me. That's all I did. I watched Crown Crypto, Philicone, Crypto Revolutions, and I just picked up small bits and pieces here and there. Obviously, I've read books. Obviously, the Elliott Wave books were a big part of it. And then trading in the zone. That's how I've learned a lot about the psychology aspect of things, and also just doing it and paying attention to my psychology, not just being a passenger inside of my skull, but actually witnessing what my skull was doing. And then just time. Also, like, just because we're playing crypto markets, don't be afraid to go learn from professional stock market people. Because even though this market works a tad bit differently, most of the technical analysis skills work the same. Because technical analysis comes from mathematics. But obviously, in the stock market world, you have to deal with a lot more fundamentals in terms of what product is coming out, who's the CEO, yada yada. You know, there's so much more going on over there. Over here, we just gotta worry about supply, demand, and obviously the world's economy, but hey, that's the world's economy. Of course it's gonna have an effect. So a lot of people are like throwing all of their money into crypto because of this impending great reset that's coming. But they have a naive nature about them that their money is completely safe. Your money's not completely safe. It's safer. All right. So when this market collapses, gold is going to fall. Silver is going to fall. Crypto is going to fall. But the difference is this is a deflationary supply. So it's not going to fall as much as something like a fake currency like the US dollar. Hold on, where's Fish's medicine at? I'm just giving him his ear infection medicine. Come here. Ada. Ada. No, I haven't made it until I've changed the world. My ideology is all the bad guys got $1 billion, but what if I had $1 billion? What would I do? Would I become a bad guy? I want to find out. My goal in my life is to teach at least 1% of the population how to properly meditate in non-local consciousness. So now I think we have a chance. I need a lot of money to do that. No recap. Go back to the beginning of the live stream. Because if you get a recap right now, it's just going to be a breeze. I'm just going to go through. I'm going to say this, and this, and that. But if you go to the back to the beginning of the live stream where I do the actual technical analysis, I go through each and every coin and give my thoughts, then you're going to get the full amount of information that I think you deserve. I don't think you deserve a breeze by. Ramen, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Sensible. I can't, if you got a ticker for it, I'll check it out on a chart, but yeah, the Robert Moreau tapes, those are pretty good. If you guys want to check those out, I can link those to you guys. Listen to them with either headsets or earbuds. And go in chronological order. Wave 1, orientation, go in chronological order. And just go with it. I don't think aliens care about money. And if you guys don't believe in all the hoopla, hippy dippy stuff that comes along with the little link that I just sent, just know the actual scientific background of it. Robert Moreau worked with the Air Force and the Army back in the early 1970s to teach their pilots, or teach their instructors that can teach their pilots how to put themselves to sleep in under 2 minutes. Because when you're on call like that, you need to be able to go sleep fast, get your rest, and then, go back to work. And there's lots of other skills in there as well. Ryan, the stream with Ryan is on Saturday at 5 p.m. Hold on, I'll show my grip strength off. All right, so that's a 100 pounder. I'll do. Okay, so this is a 200 pounder. I don't know if I can. Let's try. Why? I can't get it to touch. I can get it very, very close. I think it's because it's new. Because I have the same set, and I can do my old ones. I think I just have to break it in, but yeah, I can get it very, very close. So I can almost do a 200 pounder, brand new. I can do a Captains of Crush 1.5. Like, that's my maximum at the moment. I think that's like 178 pounds. Hold on. No, 1.5. 1.5. Let's see. Does it tell me how many pounds that is? Okay, so it's about 167 pounds. I can do that. Smoke cheese every day. Fishy, go lay down. What are you doing? I'm gonna have to end the stream pretty soon. Because I gotta take fish out and everything. But I've been streaming for about an hour and 30 minutes so far. You're only as strong as your hands. I don't know if that's true, but somebody told me that. I believe it. Yeah, my dog's called Fish. I'll type it in chat for you, Ash. Only as strong as your hands. Probably talking about weak-handed sellers. But I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I appreciate your time. We entered a live trade. Like I said, very valid trade, whether or not it works out. I already displayed why it could go wrong. We do have a little bit of a bull flag going on. We could see an extension. But the reasoning behind it is there. Should we eat the shrooms or smoke them? Buddy, you got a lot to learn. You're talking about smoking shrooms, you're talking about Chenga, which is not shrooms. But very close in molecular structure. Peppa, I love you too. I appreciate it. Johnny, great stream as always, buddy. Have a good weekend. You too, buddy. What's straight? Thank you, man. You the best. Rossman, have a good one. You as well, man. Johnny Crypto, see you on the way down. Hopefully. What up, life? Thanks for the stream. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Wouldn't be a stream if you weren't here. Evan, you have an amazing evening as well, man. Any thoughts on BTC? You got to go back to the beginning of the live stream. Dude, I tell you guys every time. The technical analysis is always in the beginning. I'll talk about little bits and pieces here, but if you want the full information, it's at the beginning. Bro, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Oretes? I don't know if that's how you say it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Vegans. Bye. All right, let's go ahead and pick out the songs. Be on our way. I'll be back on Monday. Like I said, it's only going to be one day away from me because tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST, I'm going to be on Ryan Matta's YouTube channel, at Ryan Matta. And we're going to be doing a little live stream together. I think Ryan Caravale has a new song out, but I'm afraid of playing it. It's called Daisies, but I think it's copyrighted under UMG, and they're really harsh about taking videos down. We'll play some, no, not Stefan. We'll play, let me go to this. I forgot why did I forget his name all of a sudden? Nick D. Okay. Is this a song? Yeah, we'll play Angsty. And we'll play Confidence. So Antsy or Angsty, I don't know why it's spelled that way. And Confidence by Nick D. Those are the two songs we're going to be playing today after the live stream. I appreciate you guys very much, and I'll see you on Saturday on Ryan's channel. And I'll also post a link on a Telegram for all you guys if you guys can't find it. I appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead. Switch to the ending soon screen. Bye.
If you felt that in your soul, then what I'm talking about is you. It's showing how you. I just want love, I don't need Grammys. I'ma be honest, we getting nasty. Gotta go get it, ain't nothing handed. All of my people, they understand me. We up in the States, lacking. Come this far without faking things. I just do whatever made me happy. Never thought about changing things. Man, this feel like it's ancient practice. I've been making songs forever now. Really think we about to make it happen. Really think they got the message now. Everybody wanna block, no one with content. Everybody wanna lie, but it's in the content. I know how to win, get a couple women, treat them like an object. Man, it's obvious XL. Everybody think it's hard, but it's micro soft like XL. Hard to walk when you walking on eggshells. Hard to ball when the ball out on left field. Yeah, anger and misery keeping you company, huh? Is this what you want from me, huh? Another pawn in the game, then suddenly somebody hit on my neck with the puppetry. Luckily, I'ma stay hungry, huh? Eat when I feel like Instagram don't match your real life. Tell me now, what does it feel like when you pull up late, but it's fashion? Ain't even March, but this madness. How you keep it so real, yeah? Like my bad, it's a habit. Throw a dart at the Atlas, yeah. Find out where we go at it. People show up like magic, yeah, yeah.
I just want love, I don't need Grammys. I'ma be honest, we getting nasty. Gotta go get it, ain't nothing handed. All of my people, they understand me. We up in the States, up in the States, up in the ante. Now we get ashy, now we get ashy, don't need a family. Oh no, oh yeah, we see what they can see. I keep it simple, ain't nothing fancy. Ain't nothing fancy.
So much confidence. Feel it in my hands, I gotta breathe. So much confidence. This feels like a lesson I'ma teach. Spoke to God, told me stay in the truth. Patience wasn't learned by the fools. Focused on the rules again. But Jesus only wants a friend. My heart is dreaming cause my dreams are really moving me. Sprinting through these seasons cause this change is nothing new to me. Remember when he told me in my life cause you ashamed of me. Guess I'm more than what you thought of me. Gonna be back. So much confidence. Gotta breathe. So much confidence. Just wait and see. So much confidence. Gotta breathe. So much confidence. Just wait and see.
Never been big on appearances, I just want more people hearing it. I need y'all to take me serious, I guess that come with experience. Everybody after a meal, I put that on cafeterias, period. I pull through in a chariot, they don't like truth, they bury it.
Follow my God, I just show him love. Never know who to trust, but nobody does. Feeling like Tarzan, grabbing like
Nah, I ain't gon' say it.
they don't expect it, they gotta respect it.
I ain't making music for your homies at the coffee shop. You should be on AM with the way you like to talk a lot. Judge me by my cover, you would think that this unorthodox. That's the ox.
Wow. So much confidence. Gotta breathe. So much confidence. Just wait and see.
Things that I can't say, talking with a band-aid. Y'all built by robots, but I stay handmade. I'm just tryna sell out Coliseum. Labels calling cause they wanna see them. Back when I would hustle, sending DM. Y'all would act like y'all don't even see them. Tell them no, but never give a reason. That's why I told them they don't need them. Pray about it, tell me how you feeling. Signing nothing till you guarantee them. Focus, purpose, lead us, Moses. ISO, tightrope, balance, Michael. Y'all replenish energy, coming word. Stones hit the bowl, walking vague.
Man, that's gonna be crazy.
That's what I told him too. It's all about confidence.
Okay.
Where the beat go? So much confidence. Gotta breathe. So much confidence. Just wait and see.
I just wanna call. I could say it all to you. Am I in your thoughts? Or did you put up walls in mine? since we were kids. We've been living in the past, ain't afraid of what I had. It's just M1 for the bag and my invisible. Pull up in a pink Mustang, young vibe from the East gon' stay. Moved on from things that don't change, I ain't even keep my things. Seen you over there, seen you cross the room, cold as polar bears, I wanna talk to you. Got your own affairs, got a lot to prove, guess we going there, guess you not gon' move. Wanna put 100 on the dash, yeah. Making sure nobody gonna pass you, yeah. Making sure nobody gonna push you. Making sure it's never gonna happen. Better things always come in twos. The only thing I ever want is you. These arguments are always set to cruise, always set for you to never lose. I just wanna call, I could say it all to you. Am I in your thoughts? Or did you put up walls in my invisible? Take a look at what we did, take a look behind the mask. Been this way since we were kids, we've been living in the past. Ain't afraid of what I had, it's just M1 for the bag and my invisible. Tell me that you love me, tell me that you care. I just got a glimpse, but you're making it unfair. You got other options, yeah, but I ain't never just an option. Wanna put 100 on the dash, yeah. Everything will blur when I pass it. You are not the one I wanna pass up. Got a couple things I wanna ask, yeah. Do you see this working? Am I ever worth it? Tell me what's the purpose, keeping me translucent. Why can't you see me? I just wanna call, I just wanna call. I could say it all to you. Am I in your thoughts? Or did you put up walls in my invisible? Take a look at what we did, take a look behind the mask. Been this way since we were kids, we've been living in the past. Ain't afraid of what I had, it's just M1 for the bag and my invisible.
Number C games like Chip, El Capitan, my ship. Tryna retain percents, no I don't aim, that's hip. Tryna maintain my distance, they all got the same intentions. Yeah, I ain't even open my DMs, now you wanna make things a friendship. Yeah, I feel the love like test, you don't wanna test, don't test. Got a little problem saying no, everybody wanna get a yes. Can't get back to all of my texts, Cake can't go back to his ex. Got a little jump in my step, guess I'm a little pumped for what's next. Out of mind with all of my sons, 7D stashing my funds. Got a Nash pass and I'm done. Last lap laughing, I'm gone. Need a secretary for my phone. Half of my